knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Hope is a waking dream. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Happiness depends upon ourselves. A friend to all is a friend to none. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. To perceive is to suffer. Those who know, do. Those that understand, teach. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. We make war that we may live in peace. He who is to be a good ruler must have first been ruled. Misfortune shows those who are not really friends. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. Anyone who has no need of anybody but himself is either a beast or a god. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. It is not always the same thing to be a good man and a good citizen. One swallow does not make a summer, neither does one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. The law is reason free from passion. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children because they are more certain they are their own. Wise men speak when they have something to say, fools speak because they have to say something. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Wit is educated insolence. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Great men are always of a nature originally melancholy. He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader. The more you know you don't know. The secret to humor is surprise. Through discipline comes freedom. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. To lead an orchestra, you must turn your back on the crowd. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. Youth is easily deceived because it is quick to hope. A friend is a second self. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right, and not what is established. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Learning is an ornament in prosperity, a refuge in adversity, and a provision in old age. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy is better than in actual life. Happiness is a state of activity. The only stable state is the one in which all men are equal before the law. I have gained this by philosophy. I do without being ordered what some are constrained to do by their fear of the law. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Without friends, no one would want to live, even if he had all other goods. Philosophy can make people sick. All men by nature desire to know. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. All paid jobs absorb and degrade the mind. Nature does nothing uselessly. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them.